Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason. We got a ton of voicemails, and as you can guess, some fans are not real happy. Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Very slow recognition on defense, especially the defensive backfield. There's a problem. I want to drug test everybody, including the coaches, but it seems like the whole defensive backfield is getting high or something. I don't know what's going on. Evidently, they're not listening to Kevin Stefanski, and some people need to go. Some people need to be fired, and I'm not really a proponent of that. But after this performance today, this is ridiculous at home. So you guys have a nice day.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. A little tongue-in-cheek, but slow recognition, I think, is an observation, a fair observation.
Yeah, I mean, you see it kind of repeatedly right throughout the season. Whether it's slow recognition or getting sucked in, right, not having your eyes where they need to be. And JOK said that about the 53-yard reception to Jonnu Smith yesterday. You can see him take a step forward, even though Smith's running by him. And it was obvious that Smith was his guy, but he gets caught looking in the backfield instead of at Smith. And it leads to a big play. You throw in a missed tackle, and it becomes 53 yards. And there's been plenty of examples of that throughout this season. And again, yesterday. I think that's one of the things that's frustrating about this team and this defense in particular. Early in the season, it was communication breakdowns in the secondary. That kind of got fixed. Then there was a technique issue against Atlanta. And then it was the run defense was awful for 2 weeks. And then yesterday, the run defense was better, but you saw big plays, and it was a run and a pass. Guys in single coverage weren't able to keep up. So it's kind of been something different every week. And I think as a coaching staff, it's really hard because you're always correcting something different.
Yeah, it's it's the old arcade game, whack-a-mole. It's a different thing that's coming and eating through it. Kevin Stefanski talked about that, just kind of new issues rising up weekly with this defense.
There's always things that you feel like you can improve, and really trying to identify those things. Shore up the things that you feel like you can improve and accentuate the things that you do well. And I think that evolves throughout the season. I think, you feel like you're good at one thing earlier in the season, then that maybe tapers off for whatever the reason. You got to adjust to protect that, if you will. I can't get into all the specifics, but I would just tell you from an offense, defense, special teams perspective, you're constantly doing your own self-scout to find out what you do well and what you don't do well. Yeah, I think we're obviously trying to play consistent football. Scott, specific to your question, trying to play consistent defense. As you know, it's you're going up against some tough attacks, and you're going to try and take away their run game or try and take away their pass game, and they're going to make their plays. I think we all get that part. But I think when we play our sound defense, we're limiting big plays. I think you're on your way to playing consistent defense.